out of there. So Roberts-Davis out to Payne and through the hands of Dufty. Ferramo wrapping around is Herbert, and he scores. They trail by 2. Kick to come to square it up. And that is now 4 tries in 11 minutes. And the game has turned completely.
Well, we could have 100 points on our hands here, the way that they're throwing the football around. And it's the 2 centres combining. Ferramo and also Herbert in the back line. You don't often see that. Usually they're both split on either side of the field. This time they come in to combine. Bit of speed, bit of space, one-on-one. That's too easy from the Dragons. The momentum shift, it's all the way to the Dragons. And still 5 minutes to go till half-time. Patrick Herbert, great play.
Yeah, they did very well there, the Dragons. And Herbert wrapping around from right-hand side to left-hand side. The centres passing to one another. You don't see it a lot in the modern game.
You don't usually get to see the halves play
No.
side by side that often either, the way they do. I spoke to Matt Head, the coach of the Dragons, just before kickoff, and was speaking about the style of play that he likes to play with. And he talked about, you know, let's play it simple out of our end. But he said, I really encourage my side to have 2 or 3 cracks at them if they do in good field position. And you've seen that on a number of occasions. They've shifted left to right, right back to left, the kick across field. They're really playing some good footy in good field position and exciting to watch.
Big kip for Power Kemp.
Struck the last one beautifully.
Didn't he? From a metre in on the sideline. I tell you what, Tungy, he does take his time. Struck it beautifully, just pushing it to the left. The Titans hold on just. It is 22 to 20, 3.5 minutes before half time. And much head scratching going on around Cbus Super Stadium, in particular from the coach's box.
Yeah, Coach Ben Wolfe was off the bench. I know their starting front rowers didn't have much of the football, but they've been really strong at that 20-minute mark when they were replaced and came onto the field. They've really laid a great platform.
Wing for Philip Sammy. He had a look up and thought, let's keep them on the back foot with a quick kick for touch, quick restart, and quick play the balls. Good second phase.
All heads in, Dragons.
Went through the Panthers high performance unit throughout the week there. What a fantastic facility is. Huge nursery.
Oh, what about this from Patrick Herbert? Straight through and then a foot race. Herbert too good. The skipper gets his second. And once again, we're going to be level at 28. Great work with the football defensively. Very, very average from the Titans.
Some great footwork he's shown. He's got some great feet on him here. Herbert, he races away. A simple miss. No doubt they wouldn't have wanted much better than that, the Titans. I think it was Max King, the man defending out of the scrum in that centre position, but Herbert, great footwork, races around. But that error from Fatafahi there gave him that field position. It was the momentum, it was all with the Titans, and all of a sudden it's all just swung, and the skipper races over.
They've won the last 4 head-to-head of the Dragons. They met in round 25 last year. It was 48-18 to the Red V. This attempt from Kemp to level it up again. Like their first grade side, this is the last of a 3-week Queensland swing. Big deal for the first grade, big deal for the kids. Back-to-back weeks, jumping on the plane and travelling doesn't sound much. And it's fine when you're going away for a fun weekend. And whilst they do enjoy their footy, they're going away for work. It's hard work. For Matt Head, Ben Hornby and their team are in Townsville a fortnight ago, Brisbane last week. here on the Gold Coast this week, and use of the limited funds available in Holden Cup footy. They're up and back in the day. Great kick from Kemp. 28 all.
And these guys are going to come back and work or study full time
That's
as
right.
well. So it is a real juggle for them. It's an education process on and off the field. Great work there by Herbert. He had the NRL pre-season and played in the...
Reece Robson, ball goes high here. Robert Davis well positioned. Didn't need to jump for it. Showed a great deal of composure at the back. Lead by example to his forwards because they will follow the second generation star. Good take by Herbert at the back.
Two from the back rower. Out it comes to Payne. He's sophisticated left foot. He launches it. There's a challenge from the Dragons. Come up with the football. Still alive. Taking it'll be a try in the corner for the Dragons, number 2. That quick. This time I think it's Reece Robson who's in the corner. And the Warriors at 6s and 7s here. The Dragons taking full advantage.
Well, full advantage, all right. Alarming signs for this young Warriors side at home. Twice the Dragons have been down their end of the field, and twice they've come up with points. As we wait to see the footage on that one and how it panned out, the young boys are behind the line, sort of trying to take note.
Well, the concerning aspect here for Kelvin Wright was the relative ease that the Dragons were able to work upfield with. And a couple of strong runs again from the prop forward So, fresh from scoring a try. 2 carries in the set. This is Herbert, keeps the ball alive over the top. A difficult take for Robson, but he claims the football and the prize.
Channel Harris with the chase back, trying to get in the picture and be amongst it.
Settle it down with a tackle and a good chase there too from Harris to Vita. There's your kicker, Clark. More game time he has, the better his game management. Out of dummy half, Pitama. Gets a nice little ball away to Ogden, but now it's in the hands of Herbert. Good rugby league for both squads. Ruben Garrick equal to the challenge on the far side. Herbert has the football and he's away from one. Wrapped up in the tackle off in the other. The Dragons looking very good down the right-hand side. It's Herbert. It's been a handful, and Pitama Convine is out from the try line. Need to get across the line. Harris to Vita, looking for himself. On it comes to Herbert. A dangerous, hot-stepping man. The skipper for the... Going to be a carry. Let's have a look. First receiver. Pushes it for Dufty. Then goes wide for the skipper, Herbert. Spins away from one. Gets the pass on out to Garrick. And Garrick will clean him up down the right side. He's in again, Garrick. What a play from the scrum base, through the hands, out wide to the winger. And this is becoming something of an embarrassment to Kelvin Wright and his young chargers here for the Warriors.
Well, we knew they were full of running. There's some St. George fans there, got their hands riding high. They had Leilua out in the back line. He had a license to kick. He showed his skill set in that department. This time he was first receiver. The play coming off him with a nice decoy run. But when you see the fin that man has got in Patrick Herbert, here we go, first defend, ball player there. This guy here is the fend straight away. It's coming up, bang, on Harris Tavita. Great fin. Harris Tavita and his critter still carried on, persistent, trying to make a stop on the play, chasing hard. But this young classy outfit has been a little bit too much for this Warriors side this morning here at Mount Smart.
Well, they're looking like superstars at the moment, aren't they, the Dragons? And they are roaring. Down the right side comes Garrick. Lovely shot of him in full flight. I was so impressed with his previous try to start off the second half when he climbed high. Figures, but it's the one that counts on the scoreboard. In that regard, there was just one team to look at today. What's going on in there?
Bit of surgery on the field.
Something they quite like it. Here he is again, Herbert. He came with the big wet. Been very good field. Lovely half volley pickup as well. This is Tute Edwards. Manages to get the offload. Out it comes to Robson. Danger time again for the Warriors around the outside. And the try is scored by Herbert, the skipper. They're on fire. They've been absolutely top class today. A little bit of push and shove post-try, but hardly worth it for Joe Vunner. When you look at the scoreboard, that's where the push and shove's got to be made.
Oh, 100%. When you've been outplayed, out-muscled all game long, it's no use trying to stand up and win a fight because it's too late, young men. Energy could have been better used in other avenues. But quality from this Dragon side. You mentioned the player of the day. Can you find one? I think I have, and it's Reece Robinson. Once again, summing up the situation, coming down the blind side to find his skipper, who's been outstanding, Patrick Herbert. There's a shift here, bit of a breakdown. But you watch as Reece Robinson comes in, sums up the situation, goes out left, bit of acceleration, but still it was a beautiful swerve from that man, Patrick Herbert. We've seen the fin, we've seen the speed. That time the swerve to get across the line. One of many great tries by this young side.
It's been a fantastic performance here today. What's it saying, though, about New Zealand? We hear our country spoken of so often about this pool of talent that we can produce, and yes, we can. But at times, very much humbled by the big players that they keep referring to, the wealth of Polynesian talent coming up through New Zealand Rugby League. Well, today, you wouldn't know about it. It's been a one-sided match, and with just a few minutes to go, one that's Kelvin Wright will want to forget, and quickly.
Well, we don't like that score at the moment, do we? 42-0. That's a score that doesn't...
It's got some familiar rings about it. It's been good from this side. Let's see if Field can change the score that Warriors supporters have grown to dislike immensely. Thank goodness it's 44-0. What a play it's been here. Matt Head can't believe his luck.